Just gonna double check and make sure it's actually working, because it was having a bit of a fart spasm.
Oh, it's working.
There we go. Now you can see. Including the
It
basement.
hasn't appeared for me yet.
It's up for me.
576 download, 231 upload. Damn, Jesus. We're all gonna have actually decent internet now, once I get back to my apartment in a week.
Oh, there it
Yeah.
goes.
I think at my house it was like 30 download, 15 upload.
Yeah, I'm about the same. One day I'll get out of the basement. Mother, father, can I leave the basement now? No.
No, son.
No, son.
I just wish that my side of the room had a Ethernet port.
Oh, do you have to run a cable, or do you just not have one long enough?
So I have one down here.
Only my
All
roommate's
the way
side of
over
room
there.
has only my roommate has an Ethernet port, and since he's using it, I don't actually have one. Because
Huh.
VCU only put one in the room for some reason.
Your room came with one?
Yeah.
Hmm.
It
What were you
just
saying,
seemed-
Builder? You have one, but
It's
It's super far away.
all the way over there.
Because
just
we
get a
know
really long
exactly
cord.
where.
I'd need maybe like a...
like on the wall behind you.
Yeah, all the way back there. And then all the way
Wow.
on the left.
Oof.
Like,
Like
can you
behind the
see
shelves?
those? Yeah, those shells. It's behind that. So yeah, it's
Oh.
a bit over there.
My port here is literally behind my desk.
Oh yeah,
That's where.
that's where it is at my apartment. But
That's where it is for my roommate. I think I might have stumbled across one that's underneath my bed for some reason, but
Interesting.
I still don't understand why it would be so hard to make a dorm room symmetrical so that, both people could have an outlet and an Ethernet port.
No.
As it is, I'm basically using a power strip as an extension cord.
You are bopping, Builder.
Yeah, you are.
Knickknack's theme is one of the best. Don't at me.
I cannot hear it.
Yeah, unfortunately, we have to have the stream muted.
Actually, that is awesome. I just unmuted for a second.
I don't know how this has happened.
What?
What's wrong with it?
Be gone with you.
Oh, you took the ring off.
It took
Oh.
itself off. So anyways, voice acting. Fuck, I forgot what I was gonna do for, Dr. Dickens. I had a mental note for today to go and watch the fucking thing, but anyways.
True
I'll
voice acting.
Make it up on the spot. I am collecting, how to say this, droppings. Not merely things which have been dropped, but droppings. No, I
Lovely.
will collect what no one has ever collected before, but I would prefer it not be too stinky. And that is the brilliance of my idea. I will collect only the rarest of all droppings. Dropping fossils. If
Oh god, I forgot
you
those
find
were
any
things.
dropping fossils, you know where to bring them. To me, Knickknack, the man in front of you. There are not a lot of them out there, but they do exist. That statement is a fucking lie. I am about to get
They're-
probably 200 across the rest of these streams. And they will
They
all
are literally
belong
everywhere.
to me. Yeah, they're fucking everywhere, and you will get sick of them. So bring one or bring a bunch. I'll be waiting here, day or night, dark or light, dull or bright. Let me say this, young man. Many valuable rewards await you. Go forth and clean up after those dinosaurs. Good luck, young youth. Farewell. So yeah.
At least in this game, it's not a bunch of teenagers who are addicted to collecting dinosaur dung.
What?
No,
Welcome to Fossil Fighters, Bryce, where that sentence makes sense.
In Champions, it is literally like there's a club dedicated to collecting dropping.
Don't they huff them? Like, light them on fire and huff them or something? Oh,
I
God.
don't think so, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, yeah, I have fans now, because I'm a level 6. Hey you! I heard you made level 6, congrats I guess. So if I don't seem happy for you, but it's just a bummer you'll never make Master Fighter, that's
Wow.
Never mind,
Okay.
I don't have fans yet. Yeah, your career is about to run into a brick wall called Sorehead!
Doing?
Oh, I'm gonna have to edit the fucking stream together now. I want to die. Who's ready for ping number 2 of the night?
Those are rookie numbers. You gotta get those numbers up.
You made it past the chumps, punk, but you're in the big leagues now, and your mama ain't here. Don't bring my mama into this. When I get you in Fossil Stadium, my Vivisaurs will teach you new ways and places to feel pain. Starting with the penis. I'll steamroll you like a bulldozer.
So why does this professional fossil fighter man look like he's wearing the cheapest fursuit he could find?
Because he's wearing the cheapest fursuit he could find.
He's not just wearing the cheapest fursuit, he's wearing the cheapest fursuits. Wow, he's totally gonna steam those of you! Sorehead is so awesome! You should just retire right now. You wouldn't think any less of you, and you get to keep your bones.
Wait? What is with these two people?
I wish I could say they're not recurring characters, but I'm pretty sure they are. Oh fuck. Okay,
Well, it's time. It's
what
time.
are we doing?
I don't know.
Do I just live on stream go watch another one of my streams?
I haven't been watching this series enough, so I'm not used to seeing Boulderfish with the eye actually there.
Oh, he's like a fucking nerd. And he's got no social awareness of boundaries.
Okay, you're just repeating yourself now.
So, my noble voice then? No, it's fine. It's fine. I'm used to it. It's normal.
Boulderfish. That's the voice he should have.
Well, there's a favor I'd like to ask of you. I've been examining the markings on these 3 tacky idols, and it looks like there should be one more. So, while you're out looking for fossils, would you like keeping an eye out for one more idol? Since
What
you've
did I
found
do?
3 of them already, I figure if there's anyone I can count on, it's you.
Uh-huh.
Why the hell did I put myself through this?
Thank you. Okay, let me see your sonar system. I'm going to install a chip that lets it detect fossils. Idols, not fossils. It can already do that. There you go. Now your sonar will detect idols too. Of course, it'll still detect fossils as always. I didn't mess with that. Now that you're level 6, you should go be digging out at Mount Lava Flow. There are some good fossils out there, and with your last level up battle coming, you'll need them. You can do it. You can make Master Fighter, and you can also find the remaining idol. I'm gonna go back to Disney Castle now.
Can I just say that voice was even better because you became a robot?
Builderfish, I have something important to tell you. I just received word from the police station that the BB Bandits have escaped from jail. So please be careful out there. Where were you planning to visit this time? Yeah, they escaped. The game's just like, yeah.
Was he a robot for you too, Bryce?
No, that was you.
Oh, okay.
Oh, hey, there's the bot for the second time.
Hi, Liam. My name's Dr. Diggins. Do you like
good now.
fossils?
It sounds like if Goofy got high.
That's kind of what I was aiming for, so good. Kinda. Just slightly.
Bye-bye, you're open up.
What?
He was the CEO of Disney. I don't know who the current CEO is.
I said he was kinda supposed to be like that. Not that I was trying to copy it.
Disney doesn't care. You're too close.
That was too close?
I mean, Disney has spent like half of their business time expanding the copyright duration, so just to keep Mickey Mouse.
Oh, I'm Mickey Mouse, and I'm murdering this fucking bone.
Okay.
So what's your... So, you mentioned that you might do some grinding. What are you going to try to grind towards?
Well, I actually posted that. First things first, we're gonna go grind money, because I want to get the last fossil chip detector so that I can get my boys some legs.
He's grinding right now. He's grinding like the rock away from the fossil.
Actually, no, arms, not legs. Wait, no, is it legs or arms?
I don't know.
Legs! It's legs. I'm 90% positive.
Positive.
Please tell me my internet's not gonna die again tonight. Let's let this be the one time.
I mean, it's
Don't.
possible.
I think I need to space the hammer a little bit more than I am.
Probably.
So, Bryce,
Mm-hmm.
I was curious because you still to this day refuse to respond to my DMs, so I'm not doing it on stream when you can't run. Where are you at in Ori and the Blind Forest?
Oh, I'm chasing a spider?
Ah, the Gumo.
Sure.
He becomes your dad.
He stole the water.
He stole the water.
All
Well,
the water.
he stole the spirit of the water, not the water. That would be a
Yep.
lot to steal.
Stole the water.
How does one steal the spirit of water?
As the
It was
devs-
an orb.
It's an orb. It's a spirit.
Orb.
Orb. I forget how many Vivisaurs are in the first game. I know Champion adds a couple, so it goes up to like 150. So I think it's about 100.
They're clearly 152.
I think a Bulk Closet just shows up on the Big Sister Discord randomly, posts like a
What?
low tier meme, and then just vanishes again for months.
What?
This is like the extent of his existence,
Who?
and I respect it. Bullcrafter.
Bullcrafter?
Oh. I like how there's
just
been
shows up.
no response to my latest post in Pics and Gifts.
And Pics and Gifts?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't actually see any of the messages past my picture of the tree.
Tree.
Yeah, that's my view. That's what I get out of my window.
I saw it. I just didn't think it was dignifiable with a response.
It's just a tree.
Meanwhile,
Not
Demon and I have
that.
a conversation.
No, I think 80% building, 20% parking lot.
I feel like I talked about it on
You've
stream.
mentioned that before.
Yeah. I kind of hope he's back next year.
I think you posted a picture of it at one point.
I did. I remember doing that, yeah. I hope he's back. I don't know. Like, at first it was weird, but then eventually you come home, you look out the window, and seeing it there every day, it's like...
It's like what you expect. You're like, yep, I'm home now.
Yeah, it's like it became a part of my home somehow.
Did I? Were home.
What did you say?
Chewie, we're home.
Oh. I understood that reference.
Hope so.
So was that a furry joke?
No.
You get 2 pings tonight. Salto. Salto would be my spirit Vivisor.
Hey, Builder.
Okay.
When are you gonna do a For the Worthy Master Mode playthrough of Terraria with me?
What is For the Worthy?
It's a certain seed that just makes the game hell.
Yeah.
How can it be any more hell than Master Mode already is?
Don't trees sometimes just explode?
Also, when you're wearing solar armor, which is the endgame melee armor.
Yeah.
A Demon Eye deals 40 damage to you?
Okay. That just sounds like normal Master Mode from my experience. I had endgame armor and a slime was still a threat.
No?
Bryce, back me up on this? Is my internet dead again?
No, I hear you.
Okay, good.
Bryce?
Bryce? I feel like you're overestimating the difficulty. He's now in Twitch chat.
Oh.
It was... okay. So why are we gonna do that? Because, I mean, if I'm gonna do, For the Worthy, I'm going to go to Ori and the Blind Forest and try to get unhinged. Which I'd argue is probably more challenging at this point. Maybe. It's questionable. I am a Stegosaurus. So, are there any stream conversations you would like to hear?
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about that. You still haven't told me the story of how you almost got killed by a palm tree.
Oh yeah! Okay. So, my family, when we were younger, would take vacations to tropical areas.
Uh-huh.
And one place we went to, I forget what it was. But, fuck. Oh. He's correcting himself 5 minutes later. Yeah. I'm trying to think about how to describe this scenario and also just finish this thing at the same time.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm gonna get any more. So, how can I describe it? Basically, you've got the beach from here to here, and then obviously ocean, right? And the way it was set up, there was a sidewalk that went along the beach, separating the, like, split between sand and grass. So on one side you had sand and grass, right? Yeah. And in the grass where I was, there was a huge open field with, like, an occasional palm tree around. And they had this cool, like, sort of acrobatic thing going on, right?
Yeah.
I wasn't all that interested in the thing going on, but my family was, so I was kind of just chilling on the beach by myself. and it was also a really windy day. So I wanted to go and meet up with my family, so I'm kind of going across, and I just crossed over the sidewalk, so I'm now in the grassy area where there's the palm trees. And I hear this noise, and I kind of just stop and stand still for a second, and I'm like, huh, that's some weird wind. And I'm looking around, and I hear it getting louder, and I'm like, huh. And I'm walking around, like, trying to echolocate it, you know?
Yeah. As
Because-
one does
Yeah.
when they're fast.
What they don't tell you is that a tree doesn't move much when it starts to fall. You just hear a lot of cracking. So I get
And then
closer to the palm tree, and then I realize, wow, that's a lot of cracking coming from the palm. Uh-oh. And it's starting to come down in my direction. So I just kind of sidestep and have a tree just fall right beneath me. And it makes a massive thud, and everyone looks over, and my mom sees me standing next to it and is like,
Hey, Demon.
so yeah, that was an experience. I think I was like 8 at the time. So you know,
Oh.
My glasses. Can't see shit.
Nice.
not
I'm
the
surprised
highest
I was able
level of
to click the right
intelligence.
server.
Builder, that reminds me of the time we were getting ready for a trek to Philmont, me and my venturing crew. And Philmont is a scout ranch in New Mexico. And
Of course.
I realized that you wouldn't know that, which is I was trying to be nice, thank you very much. Anyways, so we were hiking along, and we were hiking in an area called the Devil's Highway, because it was just this long strip of open space in the middle of a forest, and it almost looked like something had like forced its way through the forest and cleared a path. And anyways, so we're walking, and all of a sudden we hear a bunch of cracking, and we look up, and our venture crew leader knew what it was, so we started trying to figure out which tree was getting ready to fall.
Yeah, you
And-
don't realize it. Like, I looked at the tree when it was making the noise, and it wasn't moving. It was just slowly tearing apart from the inside from the force.
Yeah, and so you have to figure out which tree is getting ready to fall, because last thing you want to do is go towards the tree that's gonna fall.
Don't guess wrong.
So eventually he figures it out, and we all scatter. And but like people ended up with like cuts all over their back and stuff, because like it was a giant pine tree.
Oh god.
But the
I'm
really
sorry,
funny part,
Where's this story coming from? I'm like,
Builder was telling the story of how he almost got killed by a pine tree.
oh,
Palm tree.
okay.
Or palm tree. But yeah, the really funny part is that earlier we had come across something called Sacrifice Rock,
Huh.
which was a giant boulder that had a groove that was stained red, and the lore is that it used to be where the human sacrifices were carried out by Native Americans.
Of course.
Jesus Christ.
One of the people hiking with us, in his brilliant glory, decided to lick the blood groove.
Ugh.
Okay.
And so we were all like, oh, you cursed us. And the really funny part is, out of all of us, most of us escaped relatively unscathed, except for him. So, yeah.
He's alive though, right?
Yeah, no, he's fine, but it's still pretty funny.
He's alive in our minds.
But, like, our crew advisor just looked at him after the tree fell and just went, damn it, Gabe.
Damn it, Gabe!
It's always a Gabe, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
So I'm just like sitting here,
Most of us are right now.
squinting at my screen in the most drowsy and confused expression.
Why don't you go get some, I don't know, glasses?
I don't feel like going upstairs again.
There.
This is a Salto
So I
hit,
can't
isn't it?
read anything.
This one is a bitch to clean. Whoops. Oh god, I'm not gonna pass.
Yeah, you're really bad at cleaning this fossil.
Who gives a shit? It's Salto.
You got literally 51%.
Shh. It's okay, we're not gonna use this guy anyways. He's not just a boulder. He's a rock.
It's a rock!
This boy does not want you to revive him nicely. Both his head and body suck to clean. One is a quick crumble. The other one was that.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Fry? Hi.
Hello.
Oh god, another quick crumble. Just little long strokes.
Little taps.
Little taps. Fuck. I want to know whose bones, after coming in contact with a drill for half a second, break away.
Very frail ones?
Who has bones that frail and lives? Like, if you so much as just take a step
Builder.
wrong, your ankle is just gonna
They're
fall.
fossils. They aren't alive.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but the bones were this brittle when they were alive too.
No, they
Yes.
probably wore down with time.
Okay, listen, I'm not a geologist, I'm engineer.
I'm not a geologist either. That's just called common sense.
Listen, fuck
Okay,
you.
Liam, come on. Common sense isn't common anymore. It really should be called uncommon sense.
Ha ha ha.
Hee hee.
I like Kentro. So Kentro is the metapod of Fossil Fighters, with development Super Harden and the Confuse skill. Super Harden. The devs looked at Pokemon and said,
That
Harden's
sounds fun.
Harden's a nice, cool ability there, but what if we said Super Harden? What if you wanted to go to heaven, but God said Super Harden? What if you wanted to go to heaven, but God said roll initiative?
Speaking of,
Yeah?
stream conversation number 1.
By the way, I've been getting into Critical Role, really liking it so far.
Oh yeah.
Critical Role is awesome. I just don't have the time to get into it.
Yeah.
Anyways,
So the BBEG.
Yes, so I have to talk about this one quietly, because if my brother somehow manages to overhear, it's going to be a bit of a spoiler. So I'm going to try and talk vague just in case, although I do have a floor and a ceiling between me and him right now, but you know, just in case. So, at the end of the last session, basically, the last session was us trying to cure a lycanthropy, where we found a village of half dragon guys, but the dragon part was like mutating and they were bleeding from the scales.
Oh, that's not good.
No, it's not great. But they knew they could use things to cure us. The first being pure water from a waterfall, easy enough for us to get, right?
Mm-hmm.
The next being Birdman blood, a vial each. That was a little trickier, and it was where another stream conversation of I think I have the wrong address comes into play. So if you wanted to do chronological order, we could do that one.
Let's go ahead and do that one, 'cause I'm
while
curious
we're on
about
it.
it.
Yeah.
So, to see, because, you know, they're birdmen and can fly, we knew of a temple on the top of a mountain, but it doesn't have any entrances from the outside, because they just fly in through the top. So, you know, us little boys with just legs, a little troublesome for us. So, what were we, as a party, thinking? We decided, well, Andre has a plus 12 in acrobatics and could probably try to climb up there. So I went alone and climbed up this mountain to go to this place with the vials and stuff, right?
Yeah.
The DM describes it to me, and he says, alright, you get up there, because he had me roll, and I rolled good, because, you know, plus 12.
Yeah, Jesus.
Oh, it was plus 13, but I took a minus in dex to get a feat. 1 second, I just need to memorize this one number. 35,000 is what I need. Okay. Thank you, Bryce. So I'm on the outside of the building, and I say, because I didn't know at the time there was no entrances from the outside, I thought I would be able to like climb up and find a path to the front door. And he goes, there are no entrances on the outside from where you can see, and you are also now exhausted from the long climb. There is, however, a window nearby you. And me hearing the word exhaustion should, just like any other D&D player, put me into fight or flight response.
One level's not bad.
It is when you're on the top of a mountain clinging on, and your next check will be at disadvantage.
Fair.
Yeah.
So, I say, I'm going to try and stealthily break the window. And
I see.
The DM says, I'm not going to let you use stealth for that, because it's just luck on whether or not it breaks in a certain way to make noise or something. Which, that kind of makes sense. You can't really stealthily break a window. You kind of just break it and hope it shatters into pieces. So I go, alright, let's do this.
Wait, why didn't you just try to open it instead of...
Oh, I doubt it was it an openable window?
I didn't check. So I rolled a 2 on that roll. As the DM describes, you break the window and land in the center of the temple. Everyone in the building hears the noise of a window shattering. Those in the center of the temple look up and see you, lying on the floor amongst broken glass. How would you like to respond? To which I respond with, I think I have the wrong address.
I was supposed to smash in the window 5 doors down the street.
It's the only building within miles.
So, what did they do?
They were like,
Oh, okay.
well, you just broke our window. And I go, yeah, sorry about that. I don't think this is the temple I was looking for. I was looking for a different one nearby. Do you know of any? And they go, no, but you broke our window. We would like compensation. And I go, oh, yeah. How much would you like? And they're like, oh, like 5 silver maybe or something? And I was like, yeah, here you go, here you go. How can I leave this place? And they were like, the door's over there. So I just leave.
Wait, it had a door?
Well, no, they just showed me the way out, I guess. It didn't actually, but
The one way. No, they just flew you up and tossed you out.
I wouldn't blame them. But so everyone in my party is confused as fuck as to like what am I doing? They are at the bottom of the mountain with nothing going on. I tell the DM I would like to take a nap on the roof of the building where I'm hidden, or in the rocks nearby, basically, to get rid of my exhaustion. So I take a short rest and get rid of exhaustion.
Sure.
And he says, it is now nighttime after that short rest, as you left around the afternoon-ish, sundown sort of range. It says, as you're waking up, you hear a noise coming nearby. So I go and I check it out, and it's an older-looking birdman, keep in mind my goal is blood,
Uh-huh.
walking by with a cane. So oh, here we go. Continuing this story. But
Question real quick. What alignment is Andre?
neutral good.
Why didn't you just ask?
Okay, continue the story.
I was going to, but I didn't think it would be
Appropriate timing.
successful to break through the window into the main center and say, "Hey, you want to give me some of your blood?"
I'll give you a coupon for a cookie.
A coupon for the cookie. So yeah. So I have a shield, and I proceed to throw it like a boomerang and knock him out. No, not like a boomerang. You know, Captain America. Thump,
Yeah.
knock him out. I cut his wrist and slowly drain it into a vial. And as I'm slowly draining it into a vial, I hear a noise nearby and look up and I see a guard coming, so I scatter away. And I've gotten about a quarter of a vial of blood, according to the DM. And I hear that and go, oh, this is gonna take a while. So, after scouting the building...
Wait, how many vials did you need?
3, 1 per person infected.
Mm.
So, yeah.
Wait, what are you infected with?
Lycanthropy?
Oh god.
Oh, you were werebores.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like
That's
lycanthropy.
lycanthropy.
Okay.
Can I get through this cutscene, by the way, before we continue?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Goodness,
Yeah.
that's a very large boulder. It's blocking your way, I see. It's not just a boulder, it's a rock. I can help with that. Stand back.
Hmm.
What do you think she's gonna do?
Oh.
For her neutral special, she wields a gun.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Okay, you may now proceed. Goodbye.
So she shows up, shoots a rock,
For
and
me,
then
yeah.
walks away.
Yeah.
As people tend to do.
You're hidden.
So, hey, wow, this guy got here real fast. Yeah, after scouting about, the DM says you come across the chamber. Well, not the chamber. You come across the window and you look inside and you see the old man lying in a bed with 2, it looks like, nurses around.
Damn it, Hilder.
He says, do you wait a little while? Yeah. The nurses leave the room, leaving him alone in his sleep. So I, maybe creak the window open a little bit. Sneak
Not to break
inside.
another window.
Sneak inside. Grab the shield again. Well, grab the shield again. Try to knock him out a second time. roll a 4 to hit and end up just hurting him.
You just kind of donk him on the head, and he's
He
like,
wakes
"Ooh."
up, to which I respond by covering his mouth and tying him to the bed frame.
Kinky.
It gets kinkier. After he is gagged and tied to the bed frame, I reopen his wound that the nurses closed and start draining his blood again.
You are aware that I'm not sure if you're allowed to be neutral good anymore.
We'll get to that.
Okay.
One sec, I have to.
So to continue,
Yeah.
Yeah.
After about getting half a vial, so I've got 3/4 of a vial, you hear knocking on the door, so I scamper out. Right?
Mm-hmm.
To which the nurses scream as they have come across a man tied up. Yeah. That's... I've done better things in my
Oh
D&D
wait, no, my
career.
internet! My internet, I couldn't hear anything. Wait, what's going on?
So
What is
someone,
a terrible
someone's,
line?
He's just brutalizing an old man. It's fine.
someone's walked in the room. Fuck,
Okay.
windstorm. Okay.
Not part of the story.
Okay. Gotcha. That's fine. I'm fine with that damage. So, I wait a little while longer. At this point, it's been about 2 hours. Well, of being there. 3 hours from since I left the party. So
Right.
they're mildly concerned at this point in time. As I'm sitting on the roof, I think to myself, alright, this needs to go faster, and I ask the DM, is there anyone else around that is alone by themselves? Perhaps like a sentry or a guard? And he goes, yes, there is a younger looking guard going around the building, keeping an eye on things. I go, am I on the roof above him? And he goes, yeah, sure. I drop down on his head.
God.
And I try to knock him out with the shield again. I once again fail. In response to this, the Birdman somehow uses Rivali's Gale and launches 50 feet into the air,
That
with me on his
Far.
back. I forget how high, but poof, you know, you get the idea. I don't have a way to stop him from taking the fall damage. So he takes the fall damage and
Wait,
dies.
who takes the fall damage? The guard?
Yeah.
Why did the guard take fall damage and not you?
Because I was on his back and he was unable to fly with
Cushion.
me on his back. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, I had a nice cushion for my fall. Unfortunately, the guard dies.
And also, assuming he dashed, you were right at 50 feet. Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that's
yeah, I mean, I didn't intend for him to die. I'm a neutral good
Yeah,
character.
you just intended to forcibly take his blood
Well, I mean, it's either...
after assaulting him first.
Listen, it's questionably take one man's blood, or the next time there's a full moon, infect another 450,000 people with lycanthropy. Yeah,
I'm not saying.
there's
I'm
an
not saying I
entire
don't
town now
understand.
that the next time there's a full moon, 450,000 of their residents are about to become werewolves. So,
Honestly,
it's gonna
don't
be
know
a
how you
fucking
felt
party.
about that.
But, so yeah, seeing this, I completely cut up his arm and drained it into vials. He says, you pretty quickly get the 3 blood vials you need.
Yeah.
And I proceed to climb down the mountain. I meet up with the rest of the party, in which case, they're going, what the fuck happened and took so long? And as they ask me that, the DM says, you hear screams coming from the building above. And I just respond to the party, don't worry about it. Let's just go. We got what we need. Let's go. Let's just go.
No reason to be suspicious.
No,
Don't be worried about it.
don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
worry about it. Okay.
To this day,
God.
in character,
No.
those guys have no idea what fucking happened in that temple. No one's bothered asking. Outside, like, you know, in real life, they know because they were just listening in.
Yeah.
But their characters have no idea what happens. They just saw me climb up, hang out up there for 3 hours, come down, and then screams come as I leave. And I have 3 vials of blood. So, yeah.
Is your character still neutral good?
After that, yes, because like I said, I was never intending to kill anyone. I was just trying to get blood.
Okay.
Anyway,
Also,
that the end
remember
of
that
the story?
Andre is not intelligent, so he wouldn't have the frame of mind to understand, hey, maybe what I'm doing
heavy adventurer because of equipment and stuff. Jump on bird no fly.
is... yeah.
Is that the end of the story for how?
That's the end
What happened, or
of...
is there
Whoops,
more?
wrong address.
That's
Oh, okay.
that's the wrong address.
It was
Oh,
the wrong
God.
it was the wrong address. I can confirm.
So how does that transition into?
Well,
The
you see,
other
the next thing we needed, which was nearby the temple in a cave, was we needed to get 3 flowers called snowbells from this cave,
Okay.
right? So we get to the cave. Fuck. Oh, you're targeting the wrong person. I'm fine with that.
That doesn't sound productive.
Okay.
Towards getting...
I see the sentence there.
Yep, there was.
There was a period in between there.
Not a comma.
Yeah.
It's
But
not like a comment.
It's not a comma.
so we get to the cave. We walk in, and the DM says, as you look around you, you see the walls are moving. Upon closer inspection, there is not one area surface, you know, visible spot on the wall that isn't covered in a spider.
You do realize you have an arachnophobe in here, right?
Uh-huh. But none of them attack. They're just little tiny spiders. You know, the little spiders. There's just billions of them covering the wall. But that's
Liam
fine.
is like, I can just cringing.
Just hyperventilating in the other room.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Anyways.
So we walk through. We're making our way. We're not finding much. And then one of our party members has the idea of, because they've given me dark vision, they go, Andre, you're good at seeing things around you, right? And I go, yeah, I typically notice things. He goes, can you look up at the ceiling to see if there's anything up there?
No.
Oh, those spiders are babies, aren't they?
Continue.
Yeah, there's something up there. There's a spider,
God damn it, Builder.
15 feet wide,
Yes.
crawling along the ceiling. And remember, I'm a halfling, 2 feet 8, following
Yep.
me with intent.
So
So I
wait,
go-
You're shorter than.
So I go, I'm gonna hang out next to the fallen paladin now. Yeah, I'm underneath you now. Just help.
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 You're just like penguin walking in between his legs.
Yep, I can do that. Little boy. This guy needs to die. Like, seriously. Jesus Christ. Thank you. We get to the cave with no problem. The spider follows us the entire way on the ceiling, but never does anything. At the end of the cave, we come across a glowing blue pool of water. And around it are tree people. Spriggans.
Okay.
Treeple.
Treeple.
Wake up, Treeple.
In the middle, there's a small island where white light is coming from. But we can't make out... Yeah, but we can't make out exactly what's on there, but you know, within reason, it's probably the snowbells that we're after. But the Spriggans around the pool is a little sus. Little sus.
What's sus mean?
Suspect. So,
that
I
makes
walk up.
sense.
to the Spriggan, one of them. I go, say nothing if it's alright for us to go in the middle.
They can't talk, can they?
They can talk, but there's no response. And I go, alright guys, we're good! And we proceed to swim to the middle. Where we hear an ominous voice talk to us. And after like a solid half hour of talking, basically the idea is there's 2 snowbells in the middle of the island. And I'm gonna finish the story before we continue here because big plot is about to happen once I press A. But there's 2, and we need 3. So we ask, okay, how can we get more? The flowers will naturally breed once a year.
Oh god.
So we either wait a year.
Which is not really an option.
No, as currently the main objective of the campaign is to fight the orc army that is currently taking over the world, and we'd rather not give them a year to do that. Or the ominous voice that we can't understand the origin of, but it's speaking through the Spriggans. It is not the Spriggans, the DM has made this very clear, but it's speaking through them. Says, or you can bring me the strongest warrior, the shaman, and the village elder of the half-dragons down below that are plaguing my lands.
I think we found the reason, the source of the thing.
The source of the thing? What do you mean?
Yeah,
the source?
weren't the half dragons like spontaneously really bad, health-wise?
Yeah. So after a lot of debating, we decided to go with Plan D. And which I asked the voice, how are we going to get them here, if I may ask? Oh, wait, no. Correction. There's a bit that happens between. Okay, so we go back to the village, and we tell the elder, we need your strongest warrior to help us get through the cave. Upon arriving there, we found it was filled with spiders that we were intimidated and scared by, and could not handle on our own. Do you think you could send your strongest warrior with to help us? Which he accepts, as he knows, you know, we need to cure this. And also there's another side quest that we're doing for them to help them out that's in the cave, which is the sap stuff that they want from the Spriggans, but it's not really important to the story. On the way there, the strongest warrior we had an encounter with when we tried to sneak into the village because we were suspicious at first. And he was a bit of a dick afterwards. After hearing how we're gonna help, he's on the walk there saying, you know guys, I really want to tell you, I'm sorry I was a bit of an ass earlier, but I really appreciate what you guys are doing for us. You're great guys. and I'm gonna help you get through this
no.
cave. And we're all just kind of going. So upon arriving at the cave, we had previously made a deal that the spiders wouldn't be there because I wasn't interested in becoming spider food. So they were gone upon arriving, as the ominous voice told them to fuck off. So the guy's kinda suspicious, so I deceptively go and I'm like, that's really strange. I don't know why that is. And then I come up with, wait, we went in at night, right? It's the daytime now. Maybe they only come out at night or something, which is an understandable deception thing, so I didn't have to roll high, and I did roll high. I think it was like a 15. So he believes us, and we get through. Upon entering the room with the little island with the ring of water around it, we tell him that the snowballs are in the center, which case he swims across, and upon entering the center, he stops cold, and we see his back arch and just freeze in place. And the voice says, "Good. Now get the other two." I asked the voice, "We don't really know how to do that. They are both stuck in their place, and we cannot just simply convince them to come with us." A Spriggan walks up to me and hands me 2 amulets that go around the neck. The voice says, "Put these around one's neck, and they will follow your every wish."
Oh my god.
Oh dear God.
So we go back to the village and wait for nighttime, where the thief does the thief things. So,
Is Andre a thief? Is
Yep.
Andre the thief? Okay.
plus 13 stealth, and advantage on stealth checks.
Jesus Christ.
So I sneak in the chieftain's house, put the amulet around his neck, and wake him up. The wizard...
Is the other amulet around your neck?
No, it's just in a backpack. The wizard who's in the trees and has night vision is like the lookout and lets me know when it's good to go via telepathy. Unfortunately, she rolls a really bad perception check, and the DM says, "You think it's pretty clear." So listening to this, I'm going to tell you exactly what I said to the DM. Alright, I'm going to slap the chieftain on the ass and tell him to run to Dragonthorn Mountain Cave.
Uh-huh.
Here's the thing
Excuse me?
I forgot.
Uh-huh.
I don't speak Draconic.
Uh-huh.
So all he knows is I slap him on the ass and say something. So he just starts booking it into the woods. In which case, the other 2 party members, the next part of this story, is chasing him down and trying to get him to stop.
Oof.
Run in the wrong direction.
No, it was like we needed him to go this way, and he went like this way. You know, like off at an angle. They do manage to catch up to him and correct his path. Unfortunately, a child hanging out in the plaza at night sees the chieftain run off into the woods. So, I have to go up to the child and say, "It's okay, the chieftain's just going out for his nighttime jog."
Yeah.
So,
But you don't speak Draconic.
the wizard casts no, not the wizard, the bard casts a spell, after the first thing, which was, that allows me to speak all languages. And I managed to roll good persuasion, so the child's like, "Okay," and walks back inside. I then go to the shaman, who wakes up as I enter the house, so I just run right in and just slap it around her neck before she can say anything.
Let me just swoosh right in.
I'm smarter this time and just hold its hand and walk out. to make sure nothing goes wrong. We reach the cave with the 2 mind enslaved. Blah 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 blah. We then have to do a demonic ritual
Yeah.
with each of them, where we like, we cut open
And
their.
they all have they're arched backwards.
Yeah, they can't move. They're awake, but they cannot move their bodies. They're paralyzed in the center. We have to cut open their chest, take out the stomach, drop it into the waters below, let the blood spill out, cut out their heart, and then take a bite out of their heart. Which we all do.
Oh,
Dear
my
God, Builder.
We really wanted to get rid of lycanthropy, okay?
There's a 3rd level spell.
Can I ask?
None of us
why-
know it! And the DM was refusing to let us just go to a shop and find it, okay?
Can I ask how you guys became?
I failed a constitution saving throw against a werewolf. And that's how this all began.
And then you infected your party.
I kinda turned into a werewolf in the middle of a town and lost all control because it was a full moon. Proceeded to infect 2 of my party members. Then 10 of the townspeople. And then it became 50. And then 200. Then 1,000. Then 3,000. Then 100,000.
I'm sorry,
I think we
Builder.
get it.
Then 450,000.
Builder, your character is a terrible human being.
Halfling. I'm a
Halfling
terrible
being.
halfling. Okay.
Wow.
I had no
Anyway,
control,
so
by the
what-
way, when I was a werewolf.
So
So
how's this demonic ritual going?
it went great. We got cured
you
of
had
lycanthropy.
control when you were you had control when you were a werewolf.
No, I did not. I became
Okay.
a evil creature that just wanted to spread the virus.
Okay.
The lycanthropy. So yeah, that was beyond my control. I did not remember any of it that happened according to the lycanthropy rules.
Yeah, that part's. I'm talking about everything that you've done since then.
Yeah. I've got no defense. But
Yeah.
afterwards, seeing the ability to control someone so easily after being able to sneak in somewhere, Andre has a stealth boner, as I'd like to call it, and asks the voice, "Can I take one of these amulets with me?" To which the voice responds with, "Ah, I have a champion. Put on the amulet and I can grant you power."
Please tell me you did not put on the amulet.
I put on the amulet.
You made a warlock pact.
I put on the amulet, my back arches, and I start floating into the sky, start spinning faster and faster and faster and faster, and fall back into the water. My alignment changes to evil,
Mm-hmm.
neutral
Okay.
evil, and I am now the servant of a god, but I do not know much about them. They are not telling me much, and I will learn more as time grows. And the
Good
DM now has the
job.
plans that after this, as we go around, I'm going to have a secret agenda to try and convert more people with my amulet, which he gives to me, and it does what it's going to do while I have this power. So I can put it on one of my party members if they get out of line, and tell them to shut the fuck
No.
up.
For the record, this was all to avoid a curse that turns you into a monster that is neutral evil.
Yeah.
And then you wanted power after that.
Yeah,
God damn it, Builder.
yeah. Why not?
Oh, no. Andre is-
If you're gonna go to hell, you might as well do a fucking cannonball, okay? So what can I say? So yeah. The DM texts me afterwards and asks, "Do you want to be the final boss of the campaign?" So. Anyways, what do you say we continue the story?
Give me 2 seconds, because I want to, get a clip of you saying,
Oh, don't
You
worry.
can-
Clip Bobby has got it handled.
Oh
Oh, okay.
god. clip? Are you just
Wait, I
adopting
want
the
to.
role?
Liam, what were you winning a clip of?
If you're gonna go to hell, you might as well take a cannonball.
Perhaps in the future you should not travel in places with so many giant rocks.
Stream, please
Also,
no.
rip stream.
Uh-oh.
Like the second you started playing the game again.
Okay, I'm gonna go
It's-
get my glasses.
It's
I will
not
be back.
dead. It's
No.
just struggling.
Frozen.
Yeah,
Just-
it's buffering every couple seconds.
Give it a minute. It might come back. The internet's not dead. It's just not doing well. Come on. Come on. Well, it got it back for a second there. Oh. Oh. Oh.
I'm back.
Huh?
Stream's still dead.
Fuck.
Rip stream.
This might be the end of it. It's not. It's not.
Well, at least it went out with a cannonball.
At least it went out with a cannonball.
I still think that. I feel like I've heard that before.